Hello and welcome to Curry TV. So today I want to share a special recipe that I learned from my mother-in-law. It's nothing biggie, but it tastes so good. It's really a pickle. So let me show you what we're going to make today. It's a bitter melon pickle. I hope you know what a bitter melon is. This is bitter melon. Just like the name says, it is very bitter. But you can have it in many sort of ways that reduces the bitterness, but it's really good for you. This has a lot of iron content in it, so it's really good to have it in your diet. So let me show you how this is made and show you all the ingredients that we'll be using for this recipe. We need some fenugreek, mustard, green chilies. I'm just coloring it up. So I have some red Thai chilies and green chilies. We need curry leaves. We need lots of garlic, turmeric powder, and this is bitter melon. So I have sliced these and I want to show you guys how to do so. It's not too thin, it's not too thick either. So this is bitter melon. It has few seeds in between. We need to scoop all of this out and cut it like so. Okay, and that's what we need to do. And of course we need to season this with some salt, and I'm going to be using a mason jar to store this. And to store the life of this bitter melon, I'm going to be preserving this with some vinegar, and the special ingredient that we are making with is called sesame oil. So sesame oil is very full of flavor. So try, if you haven't tried how the flavors, it smells totally different. Usually in Indian pickles, this is what they use. So you can buy the small jar or the big jar. It depends on which you like. So for this, let's take a look at how it is made. Okay, it's not rocket science, but there's a trick to it. Let me show you. So by the time our pan is heating up, let's do some prep work. So for that, I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks here. Okay. First off, we need some green chilies. We're just going to slit them. So not too dangerous. Just slit them across. Okay. This is according to your spiciness. So if you like it really spicy, add more. I'm adding about 5 green chilies and 4 red chilies, along with some. Okay. Now garlic. All we have to do is just into thick slices. So for this recipe, I'm using about 5 bitter melon, 1 yet to be sliced. So I'm going to show you that too. All good to go. Now let me show you how to do this. The bitter melon. So as you see, this is a seed in here. So take a spoon and just scoop out all of it. So this white portion is where all that bitterness comes from. So make sure you get all of it out, and we are ready to slice them. Let's slice it like so. See how simple this is? Now I've already showed you a different recipe on Curry TV, how to do bitter melon, and if you haven't seen that, please check it out. Our pan is nice and hot. Now if you have seen my mango brine, that episode or that series, I've showed you how to make your own solution, a solution mix of vinegar, salt and water. So what I did on that day was I took 2 cups of water for 1 cup of vinegar and half cup of salt. So if you're using that measurement, go along with it. You can double it or decrease it. So if you're using 4 cups of water, use 2 cups of vinegar and 1 cup of salt. So if you have that solution ready, it makes this so much easier. So that's what I did. I have that all ready to go. So it all depends on how much you want to fill this into your mason jar. So this solution or that mix is all set to go. Before we add it to our bitter melon, it has to be cooled off. So that's why I prepared it ahead of time. So now let's take a look. Woo! Pan is screaming hot. Now let's reduce the heat a bit. Let's get our hero all toasted. Okay, so for that, our pan is nice and hot. We need about 2 tablespoons of sesame seed oil. So they come in a very tight top. It's easy. I mean, you can take it off like so. Let's pour in 2 tablespoons of sesame seed oil. When the oil is nice and hot, you'll feel that fragrance, that aroma all coming through. So once that is really hot, we are going to add in 1.5 teaspoon of mustard. Now you can eyeball it or you can do it as I am doing. This was already pre-measured, so I have 1/2 teaspoon and 1 teaspoon here. So there goes our mustard. Now it's going to crackle. It's going to come to a tempering stage. Then we're going to add our fenugreek and our garlic. You don't need to cook all this, right? So once that mustard starts dancing in the oil, we're going to add our fenugreek. Right after that, you don't need to get it too brown because it will turn its color really, really fast. So let's wait for our mustard to do its dance. I'm covering my pan so it doesn't get all over the place. Fireworks all done. Okay, now we need 1 teaspoon of fenugreek, whole fenugreek. Okay, right after that, we're going to add our garlic and our green chilies in. Lower your heat at this time. Very, very good. Okay. Now we need to add some fresh curry leaves. If you like more, add more. I'm just using 1/2 sprig of curry leaf. And you're going to get that nice golden color by adding 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Okay, I'm going to turn off my stove now. It's really, really bright yellow color. I know my spices are all toasted. Okay, at this time, okay, our stove is off. Let's add in our bitter melon. It's very well washed and ready to go. Sliced. Oh, wow. That oil just brings out all those goodness. All we need to do now is just mix it well so all that bitter melon slices gets that nice rich yellow color. That turmeric powder goes all throughout. Okay, this is an instant pickle. You don't have to wait to have this, but if you can wait a couple of days, it might be even more tastier. Okay, so our bitter melon pickle is done. Now I am going to do is stack up all my bitter melon into this mason jar, and then according to the level that I want is what I'm going to pour my solution in. That vinegar, water and salt mixture is going to be added in there. Let's convert it into our mason jar. Now I'm not going to cover it yet. Now it goes in our solution. Alright, so you just saw how simple this is. This is a bitter melon, instant bitter melon pickle. So this bitter melon, we didn't cook it, right? It's okay, don't worry about it. It may be bitter now, but as it sits in that vinegar, water, salt mix, it will actually decrease all that bitterness and becomes very nice and soft and chewy. Right now it's very, very crisp. It just needs to sit in there to get all those spices, all those flavors come together. So try this out. It's an easy, simple recipe. I know you can follow every single step of it because it doesn't have it's not complicated, right? So please give it a try. I wish you all the best. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay positive. All right? And let's see you next time on Curry TV. Bye-bye.